And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the grand finals of the Code for Giants Cup number 23. It has been an intense and long broadcast so far. We have made it here to the best of 5. We've made it to our top 2 players of the tournament, and spawning in the top right-hand corner of Amygdala, we have the red Protoss player representing Team The Bad, the dark horse, the underdog of the entire tournament. Crazy to see him go this far, taking down some big names in the process. Can he take down another? It is AlisoN, aka AliGut. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the best Protoss player in all of Latino America. We have the Brazilian Protoss representing Team Hellfire. It is MasTeR. And if you're in the chat, predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we get your gamba going for the final matchup of the broadcast. Now, coming into this, AlisoN is always a dark horse, is always a difficult player to read just because AlisoN is incredibly cheesy. AlisoN did all in and cheese the hell out of both Inexorable and Kamikaze to make it this far. And AlisoN has cheesed MasTeR out of tournaments in the past before, but it's a little bit more inconsistent, right? That's the downside of being a hyper-aggressive player, is that at times it's not the most consistent of play styles. At times it can succeed and work, at other times it cannot. So we'll see if he can pull a fast one over on MasTeR. I'm assuming that AlisoN is going to be cheeky. I'm assuming that AlisoN is not going to play standard. I'm making that assumption. Meanwhile, we do have our 2-gate opener out of MasTeR, likewise 2-gate opener out of AlisoN. Everything so far is looking normal. Everything so far is looking as it should. Second pylon in the main base, so there's no proxy. MasTeR confirms that there's no proxy, there's no hidden pylon. There's no fake pylon either. Or fake proxy, I mean. Oh, there it is. Throws down the cheese, throws down the spray. AlisoN going for the mind games here. Does attempt a mind game so far. Standard opener, Stalker into Sentry, likewise Stalker Sentry out of MasTeR as well. Despite the reputation, everything so far is looking normal from AlisoN, and from MasTeR as well. Everything so far is looking standard. Let's go. We do have AlisoN setting up for his expansion, getting ready for the Nexus, so following up here with extra Stalkers. Likewise, MasTeR doing the same so far. Mirrored builds between our players. Just calming down. AlisoN expanding on the low ground, so does MasTeR. AlisoN does move out with an early probe. Interesting. Getting ready for a proxy pylon, I would imagine. Yep, getting ready for a proxy pylon. This should just be to reinforce, as we have a Robo open out of MasTeR. Very safe play out of our blue Protoss player. And we've yet to determine our take of choice from the side of our red Protoss. There's that proxy. And the hallucination comes in from AlisoN, headed towards the main bases. Likewise, MasTeR does the same. It's going to be a Twilight Council opener out of AlisoN. Now, this proxy pylon, we can throw down a gateway, and we can reinforce very quickly across the map, just to be a little bit more aggressive, to be more assertive. MasTeR with the Robo opener allows for early immortal production, and will be able to defend against any kind of early aggression of AlisoN. So again, very safe play by MasTeR. Does make plenty of sense considering his opponent. And this can later turn into like Immortal Glaive Adepts and into like a 2.5 or 3 base all in. So we'll keep it on MasTeR to see what he goes for. Yep, there's that proxy gateway, so I believe it's going to be a 3-gate setup. Yep, 3 gates so far. Working towards Blink, I would imagine. AlisoN does move out. And AlisoN has not been making probes. Bear that in mind. 25 workers for AlisoN and 33 for MasTeR. So AlisoN has been skipping probes and is going for charge, not Blink. Okay, this is weird. Okay, there we go. Blink is on the way. The proxy gets scouted. AlisoN does move out, and AlisoN has not been skipping warpins. AlisoN has a massive army right now. And again, AlisoN has not made a single probe in quite some time. 0 workers here, or 0 workers have been made. It's all or nothing for AlisoN. It's like a hidden 2 base all in, or hidden really 1 base all in, really. It's a fake natural. Natural's fake. Does move in. He has force fields. Has a massive Stalker army. Shield wires in already. But nice force fields out of MasTeR. He does lock down the army. Yeah, half of the army not attacking, not doing anything. 3 Stalkers going down. Very nice defensive fire to MasTeR. Once again, he looks down those sentries, make sure there's no way out of this. The cannon does finish tanking shots. Takes down both sentries. And the Immortal has arrived. A GG gets called. Again, with the arrival of the Immortal, MasTeR, he will hold, and he will take game number 1. Whew, GG. Very nice control out of MasTeR. Again, going for a safe robo opener into the Immortals. We saw that he just had to buy time for the Immortal. He had some amazing force fields. And AlisoN going for a fake natural, 1 base all in. Was caught out, did not quite achieve what he wanted, did not break the natural. Very nice, solid defense out of MasTeR. GG. GG, well played. MasTeR does hold, MasTeR does defend. Here we go, we're getting into game number 2. And we'll see if AlisoN has something else cheeky up his sleeve. Again, in general, I really like this build out of AlisoN. Like, it was a nice fake out, and he was trying to make the game look normal. And the opener was standard, but then he just deviated, right? He just took a left turn and just went out of control. And we'll see what other cheeky builds AlisoN has in store for us. So jumping into game 2. Game 2 is going to be on ley lines. Getting into ley lines. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of ley lines, we have the blue Protoss player, the blue Protoss player himself from Brazil, leading the series 1-0. It is MasTeR. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the other Brazilian Protoss player, the red Protoss representing Team The Bad. It is AlisoN. Here we go. And as you saw in the last game, even if AlisoN does open standard, that doesn't mean he's playing standard. He can open 2-gate opener into a Cybercore, into a Nexus, and then he just won't make probes. True, it's possible. He might just play inefficiently, get a natural base, and have no intention of saturating just to make it look like a normal build. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if MasTeR opens Robo every game. Remember, last game he had a Robo opener, very safe way to play, and against a player like AlisoN, it would make plenty of sense to go for Robo first. Meanwhile, AlisoN moving out this time with the proxy. Oh, my apologies. The probe does move out. It does hide behind the mineral line. Interesting. 2-gate opener back at home. Does he come into a pylon, or is he just keeping his probe hidden, is the question. This probe is hidden here in the mineral line, or in the natural. Cybercore gets thrown down. I'm curious to see if he does throw down his pylon here, just as a fake proxy pylon. Like, obviously, it can be used to be aggressive, but no, okay. Pylon gets thrown down. Never mind. So pylon gets thrown down. Oh, double pylon. Okay, so this is inefficient. This is why this is crazy. So the second pylon gets thrown down here behind the mineral line, and AlisoN throws down 2 pylons, which again is inefficient, so that the second pylon doesn't really do anything, but this will keep the proxy hidden because MasTeR is counting pylons. He confirms that both pylons are in the main, so he believes that there shouldn't be a proxy. But there is. There is a proxy here in the natural. It is like inefficient, but that's why it works, so that's why it's hidden. There we go, proxy robo in the natural base. Now this is going to be later than a regular proxy robo because AlisoN did have to make a 3rd pylon instead of proxying with the 2nd pylon. But we can see MasTeR does scroll around the edge of the map. And hallucination does scout, does confirm. Big scout here, MasTeR sees everything, and there's no shot this gets up and running. No shot. Not like this. Yeah, pylons are under fire. AlisoN trying to reinforce. We have a safety shield buddy, 2 shield buddies here on the low ground. And there's no way this gets up and running. No shot. It was a cheeky move out of AlisoN, but MasTeR should shut this down. Stalkers are coming in. And there's a cancel. Oof, there's a cancel. We can see MasTeR cancels one of his shield batteries, recognizing, of course, he doesn't need it. And AlisoN is in a rough position. Losing a pylon, losing a robo. Twilight Council response here in the main, gets scattered by MasTeR. He sees, he knows. Moving out with another hallucination. Now, this Twilight Council opener, this can lead into Dark Shrine. True, can lead into DTs. So MasTeR, he has to be secure. Has to be secure here. Yo, shout out Rowdy. You can see AlisoN throwing down the cheese. I wonder if this probe was planning to go for a pylon for the proxy Dark Shrine. I wonder. It's possible. But MasTeR's all over this. Going for Glaive at Eps. Oh my god. But it's the Rowdy. Good to see you, Pappy. Good to see you. Always, always. Shout out to Big Mac as well. Making me hungry, Pappy. Making me hungry. Oh no. Hallucination just check the main, confirms that there are upgrades researching, confirms the location of the main army. MasTeR is aware. Is aware of what's going on. Just non-stop hallucination scouts. You can see MasTeR is a little bit paranoid. He's just making sure there is no proxy pylon, no proxy Dark Shrine. Ensuring that he is safe. Behind this, once again, Robo Opener, which makes sense. Robo Opener into Immortals. We did mention earlier that we expect him to go Robo every game in this series and build up that Immortal count. And this is going to be a 2-base all-in. For those who are curious, that is what Immortal Glaives is as a build here from AlisoN. Should be a 2-base all-in. Glaive and Eps do a great job at tanking Stalker shots and tanking Immortal shots. Like they're quite robust, I should say. Gateway Explosion. And once the War Prism arrives, AlisoN is going to just send it. He's going to pull the trigger, rally everything across the map. He's meditating at my mom's place, cooking up the next cheese. Ah. Let's go. Look at this handsome stallion on the casting grind. Oh no, Rowdy. We're grinding. You're all animals. You're all animals. You got Nutella. Yo, Nutella on toast is so good. Like the way the Nutella melts into the toast. Ah, it's beautiful. Now you're making me even more hungry. God damn it. But here we go. AlisoN does commit. Here comes the all-in. Back at home, we have a wall of shield batteries on the way. We have some force fields available as well. MasTeR, he's ready to wall up, to wall off, and to cut this army in half. Yeah, cannon's finishing up as well. MasTeR is just so well ready. She's just so well set up for this. Now at Eps, they can still pop off. True. Oh. AlisoN pokes in. Pokes in, goes for the shade. We do have a full wall here on the high ground. AlisoN is going to be stoned away. Prism taking a lot of hits, takes a lot of damage. Oh my god. We'll survive. Sentries, they move in position. Does go for the force field, not bad. But MasTeR is well split up. MasTeR still in a better position. Disruptor has, Jesus. Disruptor has arrived. MasTeR is up in workers. He has 10 workers over his opponent. AlisoN supply blocked. Now is not the time. A brutal supply block. Oh, here comes the Nova. Oh my god, takes down 3 Deps. 3 Deps go down. AlisoN, he commits in. Diving on the Disruptor. And he will commit to the Shade. Force fields, they lock down the army. Cannons, they go ham here on the Adepts. Nova goes off. Massive connection. And Adepts, they just get shut down. They just get completely shut down. MasTeR, he will hold. He will lose 1 Immortal. But he still has 1 left. Comes in to reinforce. GG and MasTeR, he will shut down the all-in. He will survive. And he will take a 2-0 lead. Whew. GG. GG, well played, MasTeR. He does take a lead here. Again, a very strong defense. We did see AlisoN trying to catch him off guard with the mass glaives, but unfortunately MasTeR, he was so on top of scouting. But as a reminder, it all began with the proxy robo in the mineral line, in the natural. He went for a proxy robo in the natural base. It got scouted, it got completely shut down. I appreciate how quirky the build was from AlisoN. It was very, very bold when it comes to his build, when it comes to trying to hide his proxy, but it got found, right? It got found out, it got shut down. GG. GG, well played with that. MasTeR does take a 2-0 lead, and MasTeR is 1 game away from becoming this week's Code for Giants Cup champion. Let's go. Let us go. Chocolate on bread disguised as food. What a beautiful scam. Let's go. True, true. I haven't had breakfast yet, but you know what? I have some Nutella. I have some bread. I might indulge. Some Nutella on toast. It's good. It's good. We are jumping into our next game. And potentially the final game of the series. I mean, I'm hoping for a back and forth. I'm hoping for an extended series here, but the pressure is on AlisoN, and so far the all-ins and the cheese has not been working. It's not been working, and the problem is that's all he's got. Like, that's like AlisoN and Macro. They don't come together. They don't mesh together well. That's not what they do. That's not who he be. Let's go. We're getting into our next game, and spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of King's Cove, we have the Brazilian Protoss player, the red Protoss representing team, the Bad, down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back and make a series out of this. The pressure is on. It is AlisoN. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Brazilian Protoss player, the blue Protoss, the representing Team Hellfire, leading the series 2-0. It is MasTeR. Did I forget predictions? I didn't. Okay, thank God. Thank God. As we do load into King's Cove, one of the larger maps of the map pool, very large map. Known for macro, known for longer games. That is not what AlisoN is known for. So what do we go for? What's the plan? Oh, let's go. As AlisoN, he's going to be opening up with a proxy pylon. Now, with this proxy in the center, this looks like a prime location for a proxy robo, for a one base all-in. And I believe MasTeR is setting up for that. 2-gate opener. Yep, 2-gate opener back at home. He will hide the second pylon. Cybercore gets thrown down, and we are waiting for said pylon back at home. Standard opener out of MasTeR, going 2-gate into a Cybercore as well. Racing his gases, there's his own second pylon. AlisoN does throw down his own second pylon here behind the mineral line, but he throws down the third pylon instantly in the center. Now, this is the same setup that we saw in the last game when when AlisoN went for the proxy pylon behind the mineral line. This is inefficient. This is a delayed proxy. It costs more because you're throwing down an earlier third pylon, but it is a little bit more hidden as a result. Because it's inefficient, that makes it more difficult to scout. MasTeR pulls away. There's that proxy robo. This time it won't be scouted. This time, even if it is scouted, it won't be shut down. It's too far away. So AlisoN can embrace his all-in. Can embrace his cheese. Let's go. Can embrace the cheese. MasTeR moving out with this hallucination. You can see he's scouting for proxies, checks bottom left. And he's rallied here towards the center of small island location. Oh, rallies further out, and he will see. He will confirm, and just barely before the hallucination runs out, he will get eyes on the robo. Now he knows, now he's aware. He won't be able to stop this, but now he at least knows what's happening. And back at home, shield batteries. Shield batteries are on the way. We should be going for a safety robo as well. Enjoy mortar production. MasTeR setting up back at home. AlisoN reinforcing. It's reinforced, does move out. Third gateway behind this, so 3 gates set up here with an Immortal with a War Prism to reinforce. There's a defensive robo for MasTeR. And once again, the win condition for MasTeR is just to buy time. To buy time to make his own Immortal. He just needs more time. AlisoN does move out. Does move out. Here we go. Going to be reinforcing with more Adepts. With the help of the Prism, can head into the main. MasTeR's ready though. MasTeR is ready for this. Oh! Sends away the Prism. Oh, Prism takes a lot of hits, but does make it through. Just barely make it through. Extra Warpins on the way. Stalker almost gets caught. And AlisoN is committing into the main base. Shield Battery is done in time. It's all or nothing for AlisoN. Force Fields lock down the Immortal. Nice juggling. Does pull back. Does cut back. MasTeR's own Immortals on the way. In production. AlisoN being forced back. Bleeding out of depths. That shield battery putting in a lot of work. Keeps those sentries alive. Another force field zones away that Immortal. The boys are being pulled. And MasTeR is shutting this down. MasTeR just getting on top of the army. Has to kite back once again though. Bleeds out a couple of probes. He can afford to lose them. A couple of workers go down. The Immortal is arriving in a couple of seconds. AlisoN gaining ground though. AlisoN takes out 9 workers. Now moves in. The Immortal has arrived and MasTeR will force this back. Forces back the army. Chases down that Prism. Prism does go down. Massive pickup. And MasTeR holds. Whew. MasTeR does hold on. Cleans up all the Stalkers. Does cost him 13 probes, and with that, AlisoN does take a worker lead, but MasTeR has 2 bases. MasTER has 2 expansions. Ooh, threw down 3 shield batteries here at the natural. That's where the money went. Into those shield batteries. But MasTeR does hold. Now, AlisoN is not stopping. AlisoN is not slowing down. He's still 1 base all in, going for the bait, going for proxy disruptors. So disruptors are the follow-up. Even though AlisoN is going to be falling behind, a disruptor can make up for that. Disruptor can more than make up for that sort of thing, that sort of deficit. So this all-in is still possible, still viable. On top of that, the Immortals did survive. So the Immortal count is building up over time. AlisoN hasn't seen the defensive setup here at the natural, and I'm not too fond of the idea of pushing into all these shield batteries. But he doesn't know. He's now moving out. Does see the wall of shield batteries. MasTeR can engage. Oh. Respects the army. AlisoN rotating into the main, thinking about rotating. Still looking for a way in. Disruptor has arrived. That first Nova is going to be a big one. What does he go for? MasTeR, is he paying attention? He's holding onto that Nova. Oh, does commit. And here it goes. Nova pops off. Nice splits. Very nice split, but the first Immortal is going to be locked down. Does get away. And the first Nova, not quite worth it. Instead of the counter force fields, MasTeR locking this down, rotates with the rest of the army, takes down the Adepts, and takes down the first Immortal as well. Yeah, AlisoN losing just far too much here. Bleeds out the Adepts. Loses one of the Immortals, has to get the hell out of here, has to pull away. 1 disruptor left. Never goes off. No connection. Second Nova. Once again, no connection. That's all he had. Just 2 Novas. Oh. Can't engage though. MasTeR has to take it slow. Just calm down, take it slow. Getting his own War Prism, getting another shield battery. AlisoN can still pull this off. Still has 2 disruptors, soon to be 3. That's a lot of Novas. Likewise, MasTeR now has his own War Prism.
depleted.
AlisoN running out of minerals back at home. Does move in. Oh. Does move in. Nova goes up. Oof, takes down one of the stalkers. And takes down another 2, another 3. Oh my god. And Nova's a pop off for the last immortals. They come in. They pull for defense. They shut down the army. Ooh, nice control. Does pull away. MasTeR holds. He cleans up every single disruptor. That's 3 disruptors going down. AlisoN dropping into the main. Yeah, late reaction here from MasTeR. Does have a late reaction. Chokes himself up. But now there's no more disruptors. Like, without disruptors, MasTeR can just take the fight. He can just commit in. He's got just so many immortals. 4 immortals to defend. GG, well played gets called. And MasTeR, he will hold. He will survive. He will take the series 3-0. Becoming this week's Code for Giants Cup champion. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Congratulations here to MasTeR as he does survive the cheese and the all-ins of AlisoN. What I will say is that Game 3 was the closest one. Game 3 was definitely the closest game where AlisoN was able to actually embrace his all-in, had some good moments, had some decent fights. Didn't quite have enough to break MasTeR, but it was very close and very tense between the two players. Game 1 and Game 2 were more one-sided. Game 1 and Game 2, they were a little bit more one-sided in favor of MasTeR. Game 3 was a little more tense, and in the end, MasTeR still does survive, still does take it. But a big shout to AlisoN because AlisoN made it all the way to the finals. He took down some bigger names to make it this far. Remember, he took down Kamikaze and Inexorable as well to make it to the finals. So GG, well played. Congratulations to AlisoN for making it to the 2nd place, and congratulations to MasTeR for becoming our champion. GG. GG, well played is going to be this week's champion. And if you want some more Brazilian StarCraft, then the next Code for Giants Cup is in 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, every fortnight, we do have a Code for Giants Cup, so we have you covered with that Brazilian StarCraft. We also do cast Amantes StarCraft and a host open as well, so there are plenty of Brazilian events going on, plenty of Brazilian StarCraft. This week, we did mention earlier, there was no Eric, unfortunately, no Eric here this week, but I'm sure he'll be here next time. I'm sure he'll be here. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. For now, though, hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Hope you all had a great time. Again, we did go the distance here. I was a little bit concerned that it was going to be a shorter broadcast, but no, the upper bracket was a little bit slower, a little bit more delayed, so we were able to have plenty of matches here ahead of us here, and with that, we wrap up our early morning broadcast. When it comes to the rest of the tournaments, when it comes to the rest of the content here on the CranKy Ducklings, as you can see, it is a very busy week. We have 2 casts a day every single day, so plenty of content, plenty of StarCraft is coming up ahead of us. Typically, we try to have half a day off, but this week we were contacted to be to cover some other tournaments, some more how to say less consistent events, I should say. Not weeklies, but like these invitationals. That's it. We were contacted to cover some of these invitationals. One of them, of course, being the Rex April Madness. So the Rex April Madness is a big monthly event, so we're going to be covering that. And we also have the Chicken King, the Grand Chicken King Cup as well on Friday and Saturday. So we have some big invitationals here with the best players in the world, with players like Clem, players like MaxPax, Hero, Dark, Shin, you name it, they'll be there. So we did prioritize that, and that means this time, this week, we don't even get half a day off. We don't. All the content, all the StarCraft, plenty of StarCraft ahead of us here on the channel. We just wrapped up with our Wednesday morning broadcast, and we're going to be live later on tonight at 7 p.m. KST with the Pondcast. If you're curious, what is the Pondcast? That is our weekly talk show where we do discuss all things StarCraft. Of course, the big news of this week is the EPT, the announcement of EWC, and the discontinuation of the ESL Pro Tour. So there's a lot to discuss, alongside changes to StarCraft Evolution, alongside results of this week's tournaments, and some other news as well. Some team roster changes, likewise some football matches that were played between the foreign and Korean scene. Just a lot to get into, so we're going to be discussing that later on tonight. That is going to be at 7 p.m. KST, that's going to be at 8 p.m. AEST, that'll be in 7.5 hours. So we got you covered. 7.5 hours from this message, we will have some more. Our next broadcast here will have our weekly talk show. So that's going to be later on this night. Tomorrow we have the Turtle Tussle. Tomorrow we also have more of the Rex April Madness. We have Enki Show matches, Chicken King tournaments. We have Kung Fu Cup, HSL, and Sparkling Tuna Cup. Plenty of content throughout the week. If you see something that you like here, if you enjoy the casting, if you want some more StarCraft, then check out our YouTube channel. !YouTube in the chat. You will get a link to our YouTube channel. We do upload on a daily basis. Every single day we got plenty of content, plenty of StarCraft on the channel, so do check it out. Our channel has been slowly growing over the past year, even though we've had it for like 5 years at this point, but over time has been slowly growing, slowly improving, and yeah, do enjoy it. Do enjoy the content there. We recently reached like 1 million views on our YouTube. That was, I think, last month. So we recently reached that goal, and yeah, more goals to come. Here's to the next million views. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. We're going to be wrapping up for the time being. I was tempted to have a short ladder stream, and yeah, we'll have a short stream. We'll have a short ladder stream, maybe for like an hour, maybe like a couple of games. Nothing long, nothing crazy, but a couple of games on the ladder. We'll be streaming on my personal channel. I don't often get to stream just because, as you can see, our schedule's really busy. Like, we have a really busy schedule. But because later on tonight is a talk show and not a cast, it's the podcast. So because of that, I can like preserve my energy. I should say, I can spend some more energy here playing StarCraft, less so like preserving and conserving it for a big cast. The podcast is a little bit more laid back, a little bit more chill, so I can spend some mental energy here laddering a little bit for a couple of games. Nothing too major. As we do have, I mean, I would still like some breakfast eventually, so, so we'll get there. Until then, though, thanks for watching, thanks for the support. You can also support us via Patreon. Our Patreon is designed to fund our tournaments. You can see our current goal here under the schedule. We also have our sub goal. You can subscribe on Twitch. You can become a member on YouTube. You can donate to the channel on Twitch as well. We don't get many donations, but the option is there if you wish. And otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. We're going to head off for a moment here, and we'll be back with a very short ladder session. We'll be back. Otherwise, thanks for watching, thanks for support. We'll see you next time. Until then, hasta luego. Ciao, papi, ciao. Hasta luego.
Mori.